Hey, I'm Fagan. Welcome to Waiter Nation. Today is Wednesday. Today we're on the Atlantic City Boardwalk in front of American Craft Beer Joint and Eatery. We're here with professional bartender Hugo. He's a lifestyle motivator. He does it through fitness. Welcome, Hugo.
Hello.
So when I follow Hugo on Facebook, I follow him on Instagram, I see a lot of posts. You're very motivational. When did you go from being, an average athlete to making this your lifestyle?
I'd say it was about 2 years ago or so.
Okay.
I've been working out roughly for the last 10 years plus, but it was always on and off. I'd go for a couple months, take off for a couple months. It wasn't really disciplined. But about 2 years ago, I saw an online challenge.
Okay.
And it was a 14-week challenge. A winner gets X amount of money. And I really wanted to take this chance to make a difference with not only my physique, but I wanted to see how all this sports science really works, because I never followed it to a T.
Okay.
So I made sure I did everything by the book. I trained by the book. I ate by the book. All the numbers were on point. And ultimately, at the end of it, the science came out on top. So over that 14-week period, I had went down roughly 30 pounds, 10% body fat, and 4.5 inches off of my waist. From that point on, I knew that I was in love with fitness.
When you do this, does it also help you stay fit mentally?
Yes, absolutely. There's a huge sense of accountability and discipline.
Yeah.
Whereas before I did this challenge, it was easy to just justify, eating a burger here and there, or going out and getting drinks here and there. Versus now, I know that I have to be much more scheduled. It doesn't mean that I can't have those foods anymore, but it means I just can't have them all the time.
Yeah, I like the fact that on your sites you always talk about eating carbs, and you're the only guy that can stay lean and ripped that actually talks about eating carbs. And we all love carbs, so how do you do that? Is it a balance? Is it?
Well, what happens is, unfortunately, there's a big misconception with carbs, and media has said that, if you eat carbs, then you gain fat, which isn't necessarily true, because carbs are your preferred energy source. You just have to know how much to take in at a certain time, what part of the day to take them in, but you should never ever fear taking carbs in.
Another thing that I really like about your posts is that you're always inspirational to young people or beginners at the gym. You're a few extra pounds, you're feeling a little self-conscious, and you're always welcoming, and you're always, you applaud that, because everybody's got their first day. You had your first day, everybody does. So I really like that. If you ever see Hugo at the gym, feel free, go up and say, hey, I need some help, I need a spot, can you give me some advice? I know you're always out there.
I'm all about it. I will always stop my workout for, to help somebody. That's the important thing to me, is I'm here to help everyone out as far as nutritional advice or training advice and being safe and healthy. That's what's important to me. So if I have to halt my exercise for a little bit, it's okay, because it's more important to me to help people.
Do you think there's can anybody do this, or are you just gifted?
No, anyone can do it. Everyone can do it. If I can do it, then you can do it. Everyone in this world can do it.
Because we all love cheeseburgers, right?
Absolutely. Yep, extra bacon.
There's a feel of accomplishment, right? Like when you go to bed at night, if you didn't do anything else, you were like, you know what, but I put in a good workout today, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It makes you feel like accomplished.
Absolutely,
right?
yeah. It raises your confidence, it raises your mood, keeps the positivity going.
I've heard you say things like, too, like a terrible day at the gym is better than your best day on the sofa, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
The days that you're just not motivated, you can't get out of the house, those are the best workouts, right?
Yeah.
Because at least you got some in.
Yes, you came out on top. You won for the day. You may not physically or mentally feel like working out, but that's when it counts the most. When you do something that you don't want to do for a reward, if you will. When you can overcome that at the end of that workout, during the workout it might suck, but afterwards you can say, wow, I did it. Like, you could have made the choice to sit on the couch or watch the same rerun of a movie, but you put in work, and you're going to be rewarded for that.
How about the treadmill? You love the treadmill?
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
Nah, not at all.
What would you advise people, like, get off the treadmill and do some other type of cardio or movements, or?
Well, the thing with the treadmill is it isn't necessarily bad. Anything that gets someone active is a positive thing.
I agree too.
What I don't like about the treadmill is people tend to just go on it and they go at a steady pace in order to burn body fat, which isn't necessarily the best way to do that. Research has shown that doing 4 sprints at 30 seconds actually burns 50% more calories than running on a treadmill for half an hour straight. So there's better options. You can hit a punching bag, or you can do jumping jacks, or you can do sprints. If you do those for a couple seconds at a very high intensity, it's much more beneficial than wasting your time on the treadmill.
Spend 45 minutes.
And it's more fun too.
Yeah, yeah.
Treadmill is like the same thing over and over. You're gonna get bored, and you got to keep fitness fun.
Exactly. Right. But what I really like is that he always goes back to science and research. It's not just a hobby. It's not just, I'm going to do some curls today. There's research behind everything that he says. So if you're at the gym, listen to him. So professional bartender, I know you've waited for, or you've worked in celebrity chef restaurants, some really high-profile nightclubs. Hugo's our go-to guy on a Saturday night if we want to go out. One text and, velvet ropes are lifted, like I say in some of my monologues, and he gets us right in. But when you're working with waiters, what's the dynamic? Because there's always a service bar off to the side, right? Tickets are coming up, waiters are giving you, is it a partnership? You're working together? You're all working together for the customer?
Absolutely. The biggest thing is making sure that the guest has the best experience that they can. They're here because they want to have a great meal and a great time. And if you're able to provide that, then they're going to spread that word to everyone they know, which in turn is going to bring return business and more business in general.
Yeah, it's a partnership. There's a lot of people on the floor. There's bussers. There's people behind the scenes. There's bartenders. And I don't think a lot of people realize that waiters are earners. One of our main responsibilities is to earn money so we can distribute, because we do tip out bartenders a portion, and everybody else.
Right.
And I think that people think, oh, you gave us $30, that all goes in our pocket. No, a percentage goes out to everybody else.
Right.
To pay. So, pleasure talking with you. I'm
Likewise.
a huge fan. I follow him. Follow Hugo. We're going to post some pictures and some graphics so you can follow him. What I really like about him is that, he made a decision. He made a decision to change his life, and anybody can. And I love the motivation behind him. We are fit as shit. You want to say we are Waiter Nation?
Absolutely. We are Waiter Nation.
Thanks for watching. If you like our stories, please like our page. We'll see you next Wednesday.